What's going on, everybody? It's me, Isaac. First thing first, I changed my name. It's Cywave now. It's not Isaac Plays. I didn't like that name. So I'm going with Cywave now. I thought it was a cool name, and I'm going with Cywave. It's my new name. Anyway, so as the title suggests, I drew 9 new regional variants, which means kind of like a Galarian form or a Alolan form. I drew 9 of them. And by 9, I mean like evolution sliding. Like Goldeen counts as 1, and then Seeking counts as 1. I didn't do Goldeen or Seeking 1. So how did I draw these? Well, I did it with my hand. I took like a thing out of here. I just traced Gallade on something, and then I changed it however I wanted it to be. Okay? And then I colored it in and stuff, and then I took pictures of them and made a PNG with an app, you know? So that's what I did. So I'm just gonna go over my designs. Okay, so first off, I drew one for, let me get it, Gulpin and Swalot. Okay, so here are my designs, right here. Okay, anyway, I made them a fire dragon typing, okay? For Gulpin, well, first off, the design, I wanted a fire-breathing dragon, because the only fire dragon Pokemon I could think of, Turtonator. Turtonator's a turtle, not a dragon, and he doesn't breathe fire either. There's another one, the Mega Charizard, but it's a Mega, you know, doesn't count. Anyway, so I wanted a fire-breathing dragon. So Gulpin here, he's shooting a fireball out, you know? I wanted him to be a bit more fearsome looking than the original, because the original's kind of sleepy, a bit cute, you know? So I made it a bit bigger. I tried to give it a more bigger thing. And the thing on the thing's kind of a crown, because you know dragons are like kings, right? And then its arm little things are more spiky, and I gave it a reddish shoe to make sure everyone knew it was a fire type. And yeah, that's Gulpin. Anyway, and then the evolution, Swalot. So Swalot, now he's breathing fire. He's a fire-breathing thing. I know he doesn't look a lot like, you know, a dragon, but if Altaria and Alolan Exeggutor are fire type, or dragon types, then mine can be a dragon type too, right? So Swalot, I didn't want him to be as fat, so I made him a bit skinnier. His mustache isn't curly, it's more spiky, kind of like Wario's or Waluigi's mustache, a little spikier, you know? I don't know, that's what I was going for. And anyway, the multicolored diamonds on his chest area, I don't know why I made them multicolored. I thought it looked better, and I think it does, right? Anyway, so those guys, Gulpin and Swalot, the evolution line, fire dragon types, I think they're pretty cool, you know? Okay, next one is Munna and Musharna. Okay, so I always thought it was a cool idea to make like a Wrecking Ball Pokemon with the ball and chain, right? I made designs for one a while ago. It's like a cocoon Pokemon, like a middle form bug. I thought it was pretty cool, but I wanted something to be a little more different than just making it a ball and chain, right? So I kept the Psychic, and I made the chain, like, follow it. So I'll show you. This is Munna. I made it. It's made of metal. It's a steel Psychic type. So it's supposed to be like a ball, because it's supposed to be a Wrecking Ball Pokemon, right? And then it has the gold chains floating, because it makes it use that by sighting, you know, psychic powers. And then, little horn things, I thought it just added something extra to it so it isn't as boring, you know? So, yeah. And then Musharna. So, basically, this one, it's okay, right? I mean, I didn't really want it to be as, you know, look exactly the same. So, I gave it, like, kind of a bronze color, you know? And then a silver. Gave it, like, purple little paws or whatever it is. And then, the spikes, and then the chain gets longer, of course. I gave Munna and Musharna one. I think they're kind of like just a bit of a Pokemon that hasn't gotten a lot of love, you know? Like, no one really hates it, but, like, I don't think Munna's exactly that cool, but I love Musharna. Musharna's a cool man. Thought, you know, a form like that would be something cool, you know, bring it out, you know? Next one, probably my favorite design are Swirlix and Slurpuff. So, you know, Pokemon has some pretty, dark Pokemon. Let's say, like, Descanor has, like, the creepiest, like, I don't know, Dex Entry Unity. G-Max Gengar basically can hear your, like, family inside making you want to go in. I don't know. It's creepy. It's very strange, creepy. So, what I did here is I kind of made Swirlix and Slurpuff zombies, in a way. They're like nuclear zombies, you know? They got infected by, like, a ghastly or something. And that's what they let you'll see. Like this right here is Swirlix. The poison ghost type. So basically, yeah, what I was trying to go here is it has two faces, because one of them is the original Sorlix, and the other one is an imposter. I went with the goo thing, kind of like this nuclear-looking goo, you know. I thought it was a pretty cool idea, and I think it looks pretty sick. But the one that I love the most is Slurpuff. So with Slurpuff, I made him kind of like this, it's kind of being controlled by the thing on its head, whatever that is, and then Slurpuff is kind of still really much a Swirpuff. You know, I gave it the tongue and the green on it to make it look more like a poison type. But then the thing on top is really the thing controlling it. Pretty dark. It's also a poison ghost type. Didn't change it at all. So yeah, but I think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. Anyway, let's go on to the next one. So with the next one, I went with Mimikyu. It was hard to make a Mimikyu regional variant, because Mimikyu kind of has this one thing, it's like trying to want to be Pikachu, but I came up with a really good idea. So one way, like a typing that I really want to see is Ghost Normal. I think that would be a super good defensive typing, you know, not being able to be weak to Ghost anymore, you know, Normal not being weak to fighting anymore, and what would be its immunity? To be immune to Ghost, Normal, and fighting. So like 3 immunities. It's a lot of immunities, right? And so I went with this kind of like Ghost, like Halloween sheet thing, you know, like it's in a sheet, you know, like a Halloween costume, an old Halloween costume. I thought that kind of was normal Ghost, you know. So this is what I came up with. It's a bit of a boring design, but I think, you know, it's a normal type. Normal types are kind of boring, you know. Anyway, so I actually really like how this design came out, you know. It may be a bit boring, but it kind of is supposed to. It's supposed to be bland, you know, that kind of thing. Anyway, next one. The next one I had, actually, I drew quite a bit away. I drew those just for this video, but I had one that I drew a while ago in a different book, right in this book over here, of a Fomantis and Lurantis. So these are Pokemon that I've always liked, you know. Glad they came back in the DLC, you know. I've always liked them. And, you know, I thought I could, you know, put my own hit of personal shine. So I made it Psychic Bug. I didn't like how Lurantis was a grass type instead of a bug type anyway. Kind of weird. So I made it Psychic Bug. For Bug, I just made it Bug because it looks like a bug, right? And Psychic, well, let me show you. This is Fomantis right now. I kind of moved this Psychic because it's a dancing Pokemon. It dances, you know. It has this kind of way to like, kind of like mind control you with its dancing, right? So it has these kind of wavy things, you know. It's a bit more, has this cool comb over it. I just like the design quite a bit. I like it. I've always thought Fomantis is cute, so I kept the eyes a bit, you know. I kept the eyes. I like the eyes. And yeah, I don't really know where I was going with it, but it looked cool. Okay? And then Lurantis. So Lurantis really goes with that dancing thing. It's got these like kind of wavy things that it waves around, kind of like the Ghost Oricorio one or the Psychic one. Anyway, so yeah, a lot going on, but I quite like this design. And sorry about the PNGs. It's really hard to make PNGs on my part. It's pretty hard. But I hope they turned out okay on screen. Anyway, so that's all I got. There was 9 in count. You know, we got Gulpin, Swalot, Lurantis, Fomantis, Musharna, Muna, Mimikyu, and then what were the other 2? Slurpuff and Swirlix. So that's 9 altogether. So yeah, I had fun making them, and if this video gets some good feedback, I will make some more, you know? I'm not any kind of like top tier artist, right? You know, I really just kind of drew the designs out of the Pokemon book and then gave them my own unique flair, changed the colors up a bit. So I'm not like a good artist or anything, but you know, I thought I had some good ideas and wanted to share them with you guys. So yeah, I guess if you liked, don't forget to like and subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you guys in the next one.